Hello everybody and welcome to the third episode of Brock Lesnar MMAs True Bad Guy. I'm very pleased that I didn't make the series title about Brock Lesnar's domination because, well, my brain is made to hurt by big names in this episode. In this episode you're getting 4 fights with some recognisable names and, well,
Joe, how do you see this playing out
none of them go too well. But this is the episode of longer fights. Obviously in the chael thing, I used to go second round routinely knocking out in the first round. But with this series, from this episode, it's more so slower, more aggressive, more bloody, but longer fights. So here we are against Stefan Skyscraper Struve, and it's been a long time since I've fought him in this game, because obviously I've been playing the chael weight division and not the heavyweight division, but I just thought I'd go with what has worked with Brock before, ground and pound, and I thought maybe I could finish against this guy. But I mean, the thing is with Struve is he's a strange kind of fighter. I mean, obviously he stayed on his back for a very long time though, and I didn't really understand why. But I was going for the boxing tactic, as I have been with Brock Lesnar, keeping him on his feet as best I can, and trying to go for the boxing style knockout sort of thing. But, I ended up in this choke on the ground and desperately scrabbling, desperate to get free, just about doing it. He gets me back into it again. If I hadn't pulled free that first time, I wouldn't have had the strength to pull out the second time. But I managed to pull free, and I mounted him a little bit. But from my experience, he's pretty dangerous on the ground. He can get you into all manner of submissions. So staying on your feet is probably a better tactic with Stefan Struve.
And he gets the takedown.
Obviously he seems to like mounting you and trying to get you into
pushing his opponent away.
Ankle locks and what have you. But the boxing style works for Brock Lesnar. At least I play that style with this version of Brock. This ducking and diving, crouching and ducking, and trying to catch him on his cheeks, under his eyes, you know, trying to get some bruises up, get some cuts in, and well, I'd love to get. I've never had one in this game. I've never had this game for a couple of years at this point. I've never actually had a stoppage from blood. That's something I'd love to have.
Effective stand-up striking, Joe.
But we stopped here to go into the second round. I was pretty happy with that round. I was pretty happy with the way that I performed. I mean, can't take much more damage to the head, and I need to block his transition. I need to block him.
Let's take a look at the replay from that round, Mike.
I was really pleased with this. I was thinking, yeah, I've got this, you know. I've got this one, you know. My corner guys are telling me to keep damaging his head, so I'm going to keep damaging his head. That was the thought, obviously, you know, and then you can see that his eyes are all busted up. So I kept going with what I thought would work. We're into the second round now. He's mounted and got me down again, which is problematic because he's pretty dangerous on the floor. So I wanted to kick him off and get back into my standing position, where I think I've got more advantage in standing position because of my boxing sub-style.
He can't take many more of these,
my boxing main style,
really starting to bleed now, Mike.
But obviously he then was able to get me more so, and I'm at this point I'm pretty fucked up, and I wanted to get into the clinch, slam him down, and get him into some sort of a defensive position, because this guy sure can kick, you know, and that's what I was hoping with, you know, because this guy sure can fucking kick.
He shoots in.
So I was obviously going with my boxing style. He mounted me again. I desperately wanted to kick him off because I'm up against the cage. So I tried to use the cage walk to get up. Managed to do the cage walk, but he pushes me back into the cage again. He's trying to get me back down into the sitting position. So I get back up, and it's a back and forth little brawl here where we're trying to where we're each changing position against this cage, whether from me sitting to me standing, but he's relatively in control. So I go back into the boxing style here. I've had a little bit of a break, maybe I've started to recover a little. Back into the clinch, but he pulls me down. He pulls me down onto the mat and has got me in. He's got me across the back of my head. But I get on top, ground and pound. Again, he's got me. I'm trying to roll him now to get him onto his front so that the back of his head is defenseless. I decided to get up and get out of there. Totally scared that he'll get me in some irreversible chokehold, and that'll be, that'll be all she wrote. Not murder, all she wrote. So I'm trying to be as defensive as possible, knowing that this guy could probably, if he gets me just right, he'll lock me in some unbreakable submission, and I'll tap like a screaming child. And I don't want to do that because I want as little loss as possible. But he's got me here in a triangle choke. I think they call it a triangle choke. But I'm pretty much out of the choke at all times, so I managed to break him free. But again, he's on top of me. But we stopped here for the break into the third round. Somewhere that in this fight I spent a lot of time. Somewhere that in this episode, sorry, I spend a lot of time. But again, I'm pretty. I've got to wait for the advice from my corner men. Great escape from the cage ropes. You need to block his transitions. So now they're not even talking about the damage I did to his head in the first round. So I'm starting to get a bit worried about that. Let's go to the replay of that round, Mike. Surely he's still been taking it. So Christ, is he going to drop at any minute more? So that's what I was hoping. But he doesn't seem all that bothered. But I mean, I always think he looks like a bit of a Terminator, and he's got something of the Ivan Drago about him. I find Stefan Skyscraper. He's quite an intimidating looking fella. So I kept going for the punches, and I knocked him down to his back. But again, I didn't want to jump on top and try and capitalise in case he pulled me into some arm bar, and that was it, you know. With a height that long, if he gets me into some ridiculous arm bar, it could be over, you know. So I'm sticking with the boxing style, the ducking and diving, the Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a nuclear missile, you know, trying to desperately finish him off, you know. But as it sort of turns out, you know, I'll get behind him here. I get him back down onto the floor, and I'm going for that head under his arm, swinging for the chin, trying to do as much damage as I can to him. But he's got hold of me in the submission he's got me hold of me in the grapple on the floor. I'm still pushing. I'm desperate just to get control so I can get up, because I don't want to be down here. I desperately do not want to be down here, and I want to get back to my feet like this and stay up. So again, I'm in with the punches. He's gone for another diving takedown, and again he's on top of me. So I'm pulling along, trying to get to the cage, because I know the cage walk will help me get up. So I'm desperately scrabbling, and I go to the cage, and I'm trying for the cage walk here. I managed to do the cage walk, push him away, trying to do something with the clinch, but he's got hold of my legs again, so I'm on my way back down to the floor sitting. So cage walk again, and this is the back and forth little brawl, trying to get up, thinking maybe this fight's going to go to the end, because there's only a minute and 40 left. So I'm going in for the punches and trying to go for the grapple, blocking as best I can. Going for the punches again, keeping the blocks up to stop his kicks. I've got him into the clinch here. Minutes ago, thinking maybe we'll just wrap. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to wrap this one up here in time. He's on the floor, but he's got me in this. This is a triangle choke, I believe. And well, unfortunately, I was unable to escape the triangle. And he finishes me in the third round by submission with a triangle choke.
Pulled on the head, cut off the blood flow. Good night.
But I think I put on a good performance there. I mean, I didn't win, but I looked pretty fucking tough. I went to the third round. I almost had him finished a couple of times with punches, but unfortunately when it comes to submission, Stefan Struve is untouchable, and he takes me down with a triangle choke and makes me cry like a little ginger stepchild. And unfortunately, here we are. We're 10 minutes in, and I've just lost to Stefan Struve. Somebody I used to have problems with when I was playing as Lesnar before in my personal playthrough, and it looks like he's going to be another one that I'm going to have issues with. So the winner of this fight, Stefan Struve. I'm not even going to kick counter Brock Lesnar of Lesnar's streak anymore, because he's getting too many defeats. It's now just a matter of let's get Brock Lesnar to the championship, let's win the title, and try and look like a credible fighter. You know? So here we are. I put myself in with Pat Barry, thinking if I knock Pat Barry out, that's a way to start building my way back up. Knock out somebody like Pat Barry. He's a name fighter, so he's not one of like the Warrior fighters. He's actually a fighter from the UFC. So if we beat him, we can rebuild ourselves. You know. So that's what I wanted to do, and I was hoping for like a first, second round knockout against Barry, and that's what I was going for. That was the aim. Just beat the living shit out of him. Choke him a bit if I have to, kick him as much as I need to, try and get the finish. I was so confident there that I thought I could get him with the rear naked, but he was able to pull free, so I pushed him off me, get back up. I know I haven't done enough damage, but I want to choke him out to show that submissions can be my victory as well as my defeat. That was what I was hoping for anyway. I want to knock him out, that's what I wanted to. I wanted to knock him out or choke him out. Either's fine, but obviously if I choke him out, it proves that submissions can be my victory as well as my weak point. My strongest or my weak point. So, but again, he's on top here, so that's a bit worrying because I was just rocked, and I don't like being rocked because it means there's potential that he can take me out. So I'm back in for the clinch, going for what works, the suplex down to the mat, punching him in the face a couple of times, and then pulling him for the rear naked once again. Desperate to finish it, but just coming a little short. Dropping off just a little short there.
Wow, great job.
Again, he's back on top, but it's a matter of pushing him off quick, getting back up and going for some more punches. Punches and kicks, you know, the boxing style, punches and kicks, trying to injure his face enough so that he can't breathe in right, and I can get him in that chokehold and I can choke him out. I'm definitely on top, at least I figure so here. We've got a minute and 50 left in the fight. Maybe I can do this in the first round. That's the plan. Trying to look dominant again, because I'm very worried that I don't look dominant after the match with Stefan Struve. So I'm on top here, and I was going for the ankle lock while he's rocked. It's not working though, not so much. I don't think I'm not going to finish it, but might as well at least go as close as I can. Very close I came there to finishing Pat Barry here with the ankle lock. But I really did want to finish it with the rear naked. I really do like the look of the rear naked. It looks really, really violent. I don't think the ankle lock looks all that damaging, I say. I think the rear naked looks more, you know, controlling. I've got you on the floor. I've bent you at your stomach backwards, and I'm squeezing tight across your jugular. You know, if you don't tap, you're gonna die. As opposed to if you don't tap, I might break one of your toes. I think of it more. If you don't tap, you're gonna die. I think that looks more dominant. But we're in here to the break point between the first and the second round of the fight. So we're doing pretty well. We are looking pretty good in this fight. We're looking more dominant. We haven't taken as much damage, and we've dealt a lot more damage than we did in the fight with Struve. It's definitely not as even as the Struve fight was. It's definitely more in my favour, Brock Lesnar's favour. So we're into the second round here, punching and kicks as I have been, going for the boxing style, going into the grapple there, pulling for the suplex, but he managed to break free just about. So I go back into the clinch, going back round, trying for the suplex. Again, he breaks free of the suplex attempt. So we'll try one more time, belly to back suplex, and this time,
he takes him down again.
This time it works. We're on top, rear naked choke. Maybe that's it. I've got a pretty big bar here. It looks like I could be about to finish it. But again, he just pulls out at the last moment here and is able to save himself again. So it's a matter of then pushing him back up, getting back up, kicks and punches. Maybe it's going to be a knockout rather than a choke out. So going back in with the punches and kicks, keeping the hands up, going for the punches and kicks, trying not to take any damage, and just dealing out as much as I can.
Lesnar's really starting to bleed now, Mike. He's got double underhooks.
Again in with the clinch here, pushed him down to the mat this time, and he's doing the cage walk back up against the cage. I'm trying to stay in control and trying to put him back down on the floor. Or hopefully even to slam him in some way, slam him off the cage against the mat. Trying to kick his legs out, kicks his legs out, mounting him, get up and let him come back. Back into the boxing start, into the grapple once again. Into the grapple, trying to spin myself around or kick his legs out and put him back on the floor, but he gets me down.
He's looking for a Kimura.
But I go for the Kimura lock here.
Trying to
finish him with the Kimura, but yeah, I didn't get that tight at all. And he breaks free of the Kimura.
Oh, he's out of it.
Nicely done.
He's on top of me at this point, but I think he's on me, so I'm going for the Kimura on the other side. And again, that's not tight enough to do anything. So yeah, he's going to break free of that Kimura once again.
He got out.
And he escapes. Big right hand.
But look at the damage to his shoulder. He's got some cuts on his arm and blood dripping down his arm.
45 seconds remain.
And back to
so again,
full guard.
it's scraping him onto the floor, trying to get into some sort of position or get him up. Hands up, going for the boxing again. The rights and the lefts, the exchanging punches. Trying to defend, trying to get into the clinch for the suplex to go for another rear naked choke attempt. Get him into the clinch, suplex down to the mat, pull straight into the rear naked.
Aside from that submission
and we're
attempt
stopped by the end of the round.
It was a pretty uneventful second round.
So we go in here. We're going into the third round here of this fight once again. So two fights on the bounce. We've gone into the third round. 2 fights, third round. Quite a, you know, if you're a fan of long fights, this is the episode for you.
Let's take a look at the replay.
If not, this isn't the episode for you. But if you're not a fan of long fights, you know, I don't know, but you know, you'll get your fair share. But this one is a lot of long fights here because I'm fighting against more. I'm fighting against better opponents more so, you know. So again, we're in with the boxing once again.
Quick hands. Oh, big kick.
Trying for the rights and lefts.
Nice right hand.
Trying really hard, going for the rights and lefts, trying to take him down. This is the third round. I don't really want this to go to the judges because that does not look dominating. If it goes to the judges, I don't look like a dominant fighter.
Over and over again with that
but I want to look a dominant fighter by knocking him out and making him tap.
Oh, they're exchanging here.
You know, you look more dominant. He's rocked, punches, and he goes down. I'm mounting here, but it's over anyway. I've won by. I think this one's declared a knockout. Yeah, I think this one's declared knockout. But Brock Lesnar wins the fight against Pat Barry. And he's definitely looking like he's on his way up. And he's looking like he's exercised the demon that was Stephen Struve. At least for the time being, it would seem that way.
And with the official decision,
so the official announcement,
ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Mulhall has called a stop to this contest.
And we'll see the official verdict of the fight as well.
6 seconds
just to confirm that I was right.
Round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Brock.
Any moment now. And the official verdict, winner by knockout in round 3, Brock Lesnar. And the next fight is against Travis Brown. Now again I was on high because I'd knocked out Pat Barry, and I wanted to knock out my next fighter and continue to make my build up and make myself and work my way back up. You know, it was a mistake to go after Travis Brown. It was a mistake to go after Skyscraper Struve as early as I did, and now was my opportunity to correct that and to fight smaller but still relevant fighters and work my way up. That was the intention anyway.
Absolutely, Mike. He's one of those fighters that comes along and just blows.
Lesser talented, but more in my ability range, and try and
nice right hand.
Work my way up now, you know. I've beaten Pat Barry now. If I was able to beat Travis Brown. We're on to something here, you know. That's the intention. But
he's looking for the highlight reel
who
finish.
knows how this one's going to go, you know. What my usual tactic with these is when I go in cocky, I end up losing.
Left and right.
So who knows?
Snapping his head back, Mike. Excellent combination. Lesnar's
I'm going
pace
for the
is slowed
boxing
down
style
here, Mike.
as I have been in every
Brown is
fight.
cut open
Ducking
bad
and
now, Mike.
in the punches, you know, trying to do as much damage before I go for some sort of neck crank submission or something. But we're in with the clinch again, spinning around and going for a suplex, suplexing him down to the mat. But this time, grounding and pounding on his head rather than going for the rear naked, because I learned in my last fight that you're not going to finish a rear naked until you've done quite a bit of damage.
He's got the
So I
arm
wanted to do
triangle.
some damage instead, but
I don't think it's
I
tight.
managed to get him into a choke here. But I'm not
he
able to
escapes.
finish
Very
it because I
nice.
haven't
Good
done
defense.
sufficient damage to make him susceptible yet. So I wanted
Brown
to do
is
that.
ted open here, Mike. Pushes him off
I
with the
wanted to
feet.
get up and I wanted to keep
Joe,
it.
he's looking for the one-punch knockout here.
High punches, low punches, green punches, blue punches, orange punches, whatever. I just wanted to hit him with as many punches as I can. I'm not a kick.
He pulls the legs out. He's got him down.
Nicely
It's very
done.
rare that I use
Pushing his
kicking
opponent
style.
away.
I'm more of a punching, you know, upper body
Full guard
punches.
here.
But again, I'm
Moves in a
desperately
half
trying
guard
to
here,
get
Mike.
into something so that I can get control, as I can get
Trying to
into
utilize the
submission
cage
or
to get back to his feet.
climb up against the cage so I can get free.
And now they're back to
Because I
their
don't
feet.
like it
Oh,
when
we
they're
got
in
tangled
the
hook.
dominant position
Oh,
because
that
they're
one
in
dropped
position
him.
then to finish. And he knocks me and gets me down to the floor, which is worrying here.
Pushes him off with the
He's
feet.
actually hurt me, you know.
He's in the guard now,
I'm not
pushing
quick
his
enough on
opponent
the
away.
touch to get up. If they're trying
Push
to
kick.
announce me again.
Ducking in and counters that nicely.
But again, I'm going in with the punches. I'm quite worried. I'm quite worried here
This
because I'm
crowd
starting
is
to look a bit
going
weak.
nuts.
The clinch game once again.
Places I probably shouldn't have taken damage, but
Got
I
him
managed to
takedown
go with
again.
the suplex.
He's got
once
over
again,
under
getting
here from the
down.
back.
Our first
But
round
he
is in the
breaks free
books.
before I'm able
What
to
a
lock in
round.
that submission.
Both men
And we reach the
showcasing
end
a
of the
wide
first, the end
variety
of
of
the round.
skills.
That was 5 minutes
Go
of
into our
beautiful
corner,
mixed
get some
martial
advice
arts,
from our
Mike.
cornerman.
That is
Advice
what
that I
this
could really
sport
do
is
because
all
I'm really
about.
not sure what to do with it at this point. Yeah, so this round break comes at the correct time for me. And all they sort of say is, you know, you did good with that escape, so they're not sort of telling me what I need to do to finish, which is a little annoying, but you know how it is. There's only so much your corner people can tell you, you know.
Round two.
They're not in the fight, they're just watching it. So again, it's in with the punches and ducking and
He can't take
trying to
many more
avoid
of
his
these, Joe.
offense,
Oh,
but
they're
keep
just
hitting,
throwing.
keep
Oh,
They're
catching him.
exchanging here.
It's quite worrying, you know. I sure as hell don't want him to knock me out. I'd rather tap than he knock me out. Because if he knocks me out, that completely
this one is
defeats the
getting
mystique of this
ugly.
giant monster killer. I mean, tapping me out does damage that mystique
Gets a
somewhat,
takedown.
but
All he needed was a
doesn't
little bit of
completely
leverage,
crack it
Joe. And this fight
like a
ends up on the
knockout
ground
would.
again.
So again,
Countering
it's in
and
with the
scoring
punches,
big
trying to do some
time.
damage to Travis Brown, but I'm quite worried that this fight's not going my way.
Oh,
Looping hook there.
Very
looking for
worried,
that
in fact,
knockout
this one
punch.
isn't going my way.
He's looking for that right hand, Mike.
So I keep trying to catch him with the shots.
Nice
and,
right hand.
With anything really that'll help
He
me
shoots.
sorting out.
Good takedown
He's
defense.
got me down now, but I'm back
on
up
their
and
feet.
run with punches.
Beautiful
He's
hook.
up against the cage.
Nice
but
job,
he's
double leg.
mounted me and he's
got half
coming
guard.
around. He's trying to get the dominant. I've got a bit of domination here, so is he. It's very back and forth, but I'm putting myself up against the cage to get off my ass and onto my feet. I managed to do that, but he's still in control because he's straight into the double leg and
he's
straight
down.
back down.
Now looking for the
He's still
takedown. He
trying
wants
for
to
that. He's
double.
getting me back down. He's going to try and get me back down once again,
He's got
and
the
he does.
takedown.
He's in the guard.
He pulls me
Half
onto the
guard.
mat, and my head's up against the cage here. I don't really have anywhere to go, so I'm still trying for the cage walk to escape. I manage that cage walk, but he's
90
still slamming
seconds
me
remains
against
in
the
the
cage,
second.
back into the cage, my back into the cage. I'm trying to grapple through in this back and forth.
Working the
grapple,
clinch.
trying to get control so I can go for one of my
What a
my
great
favourite
display of
slams.
hand fighting. And
Some
fans at
damage,
home,
but
you've got to
it's not looking
realize
good now. I
that
get round
these
behind
men
him
are
again.
really working
I get round
to get
behind
to
him,
a
and
dominant
I'm nearly
position.
there, nearly got him down, and I slam him
Over
again,
under
once
control.
again. But
Joe,
he
let's
rolls
see what
through
he
again,
chooses to do
and
here.
he rolls
lets
through,
him
but I
up.
managed to get free of that.
Oh, big kick.
Big
Back him
right
with the
hook.
ducking and diving punches, but he
It
beats
is
me down, he gets me
over.
down. I
Knockout
think that was a
victory.
knockout,
Wow.
and
How good is that?
Well, the mystique of Brock Lesnar is pretty much gone at this point. I've been tapped out by Skyscraper, but this is
Travis
worse.
Brown
Travis Brown
finishes the
knocks
fight.
me out. This is not good. This
Let's
is
see
not
it
good.
again
I
here.
need a really good next fight to recover from this.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 31 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by knockout.
I do really need a good fight now to recover from this mess.
Expression of combat known worldwide.
So I've got Kevin Hall.
Now available at tapout.com.
He's not a big name.
And now
So I
with
need
the
to
official
wreck him
introductions,
pretty quickly.
the
I'm
veteran voice of
24
the
years of
Octagon.
age, but I need to absolutely wreck this idiot really quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and try.
this fight is
if I want any opportunity, any chance whatsoever of looking like a monster, I've got to kill this bugger and I've got to kill him to death. So I'm going to absolutely kill him and put him down really quickly, make him look like an absolute joke. That's what I've got to do.
Joe, how do you see this playing out for Brock Lesnar?
So punches, more punches, further punches, extra punches, more punches, punches in batter, punches in chips, and punches on toast.
This guy is consistently working,
just trying to do
constantly
as much
moving
as I can,
forward.
doing whatever I've been doing in previous fights and going for the same stuff. I rock him and he's on the mat, jump on top, ground and pound, but he's able to save himself just. Hopefully, I was hoping for a first round absolute domination knockout, whether it's a TKO or a knockout.
And mount again.
I wanted to kill him in the first round.
Oh, he got reversed.
Still got a fair chance of that. The rounds are 5 minutes, but I'm on my back, and it's never good to be on your back when you've had a recent knockout. So
here we go. Fight.
The referee,
the dragon is bleeding here. This does not look good, Mike.
I know I can rock this guy now pretty much for fun, so I want to rock him again.
He is taking a beating. Oh, ducking in and
I don't
counters that nicely.
But I need to rock
the
this
cage
guy.
right there worked against the takedown attempt.
I need to rock him and get him down.
He's got the double.
Nice job, double leg.
Chance of finishing a submission if he's rocked, and obviously
passes half guard. Postures up.
Lesnar's pace is slowed down here, Mike.
So
Joey's got the mount. He can finish the fight.
I really want to rock him at this point and finish him off, you know, because I really need this fight as a victory to even have an opportunity of continuing, really, you know. I mean, two losses in a row to
good job hip escaping
mid to low range
guard.
fighters ain't gonna do me any good in the fucking division. I'd hate to be in a career fight, you know. In a
Joe, he's gonna get
fight.
back up to his feet. Look at how he's utilizing the cage effectively.
Win this fight and continue my ascension. Difficult to raise your ascension when you're getting knocked out by even the lowlings, you know.
Joe, that big kick.
Someone like
beautiful flying punch.
Junior Dos Santos.
He looked hurt, but he recovered quick.
Shane Carwin.
And again.
Left hook, he's down.
Cain Velasquez will beat the shit out of me, but I'm mount him here, and the referee stops it.
Wow.
So this ends this episode of Brock Lesnar's. Brock Lesnar, the true MMA bad guy. Hopefully, I can make him look like more of a monster in upcoming episodes. So this episode ends. Do remember, like and comment on the video. Please show your support by giving it a thumbs up.
Can we see it one more time?
At Tom Williams 1990. All information's in the description. And yeah, just like the video and tell your friends about it. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next fight, in the next episode, very soon. Goodbye, my friends.
And with our official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Mulhall has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 34 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO, Brock Lesnar.